Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. This is the town of Kylsky and this is realistic mode, and we're slowly getting that construction industry up and running. We are having tremendous problems with getting workers out to our power industry over here, and it's predominantly due to the snow. So even if they do get there, we end up losing them really quickly, and that's kind of the problem. So there's a few suggestions in terms of maybe seeing the prisoner buses over there and things like that, which I think I will do. But what I thought I might do is go straight into a bit of a time lapse and get us to the other side of winter, because I'll do a fair bit of micromanaging of especially the power, just to make sure we're not going to lose any people. So I will see you when we get through. Okay, guys, and back from the action, and the snow is done, and we're also out of money. But luckily now things should be moving a little bit quicker. I've also got a bit of a shortcut going on over here. We can make a bit of an effort to get people there a little bit quicker, and so hopefully we will not need to import power anymore. Certainly, a few things that we need to do to kind of fix that. But one of the key things initially is that we're out of money and we quickly need to have a look. So I'm going to pause the game for a second while I quickly have a look at the situation in terms of finances. If we wanted to do a loan, we could do a maximum loan of 2.276 million rubles, and we still owe about 980. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and, oh crap, that's not what I wanted to do. That's absolutely not what I wanted to do. I want to get a 2 million max for the maximum duration. Let's borrow that money, and at the same time I'm really bad at this now. The interface with this is a little awkward, and I'm going to do repay this 933 there, so we don't have multiple pieces here. So that one will disappear, and then we'll basically have just over 1 million to go on again, and hopefully our return is not too bad. Our repayments is still very similar to what we had. So now that gives us another lease on life. Hopefully we can get the concrete sorted out pretty quickly over here. We should have mechanical components and things being exported again. Happiness is coming a bit up again. I have to switch on the alcohol again, but I do want to keep a firm eye on that. We did see a little bit of a drop in health, but we did run out of power once or twice, and we did not have proper heating all throughout. Now, one of the things that I did start looking at is we should actually asphalt these roads. So if we have a look at that, it's only going to be additional asphalt to do that. And I believe we can also just get a tool to kind of do most of the heavy lifting. If we wanted to build a construction office, let's have a quick look. One of the things I need to do is sort out our construction offices. So if I wanted to build a nice and big construction office, How costly is that going to be? I think I can, even with imports, I can still sort that out, right? Yeah, that should be quite feasible. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to start off with a construction office right over here. A huge one. And we'll start moving our vehicles one by one. So let's place that in there. First things first is let's get... we need to bring workers in here as well because there's no room for a mechanism, and then we'll see about getting the rest done. So let's start working on that. That shouldn't be too problematic. This shouldn't be that far off. No, 35 tons. I think it's about 3 or 4 more loads, probably just 3 more loads of concrete. This is coming along nicely, so we should be exporting again over here. We do need some additional vehicles, so let me grab... I'm gonna buy an extra water tanker. Just have a look. Do we go with the big one? 70 kilometers, 90 kilometers, or do we go... Those are pretty big. These are much smaller. I think we go with the big ones. I'll do one of those and one of those, so at least we have this area sorted out. What we will do is water and sewage needs to go up to the border post. And we'll keep moving from there. Hopefully this will get done relatively quickly. Yeah, we've got all the gravel there. We just need about a load of workers. Probably 1 load of workers from this bus over here is going to do the trick. No, that's not going there. This guy should be getting some drinking water now. Good stuff. Just want to see how much does it have left in there. So it still has plenty left, and it can now slowly start delivering it to various other bits and pieces. That's okay. And we're starting to see some more concrete. All the concrete is in. So now the next piece here will be further works, finalizing it. What is it? Finish the entire construction. The pouring phase is done, which means we're no longer needing any more concrete, but we're definitely going to bring in tons more steel. We first need to... I think that should be sufficient. We can... Yeah, anyway, that's okay. We should get enough there, as long as that's not being exported too quickly. Anyway, we'll have to monitor that and see how that goes. These little paths have been done, so I can probably start working on this path over here. Yeah, that's a bit of an interesting one. So what we'll do, for the time being, I'm just going to delete that path and that path. And what I'll do is I'll tie this one in here. And then I believe that's one big chunk. Excellent. One big chunk going all the way over here. Try and get that as short as possible. We'll make a start on that. I'd like dumpers and dumpers in there as well. Roads and paths can be fine. Let's bring them in, get this all working over here. Did we need a path through there? I don't know if we needed a path through there, but anyway, we should now have construction workers. Probably construction workers coming straight through, right? I think that's what's happening now. Yeah, probably not what we want because we're waiting on steel to be delivered. And that's on the way though. Yeah, this is coming. So as soon as that's done, we'll get some steel coming in. And then we've got construction workers on site. So that should happen pretty quickly. There's a fair bit there that can start making its way to those spots. Okay, now let's just see what... Sorry, I want to do the construction piece. So that's done. Now let's start work on this one. I've got the buttons. So let's grab that in there. And we'd also like to do roads and paths there also. Okay, so get started on that. We'll start building our new construction office over here so we can move these vehicles out, get the vehicles that we need to lay the asphalt, and then that should be quite a lot more helpful. And we can start removing these free ones as well, which should, in fact, give us a slightly better... it means our expandability is better because we can actually go out somewhere. How is this going? Oh, actually full up. We did see a bit of a drop in population over winter, but now it should be a little bit better. Happiness is coming up quite nicely. I'll probably think about, once we get to about 75, I'll switch the alcohol off again for a little while. Just, I don't want the people to get too out of control with regards to the alcohol addiction, because that has an impact on health as well. Let's see, what else are we talking about over here? Loyalty, government loyalty, 35%. We have no unemployment yet again, one due to sickness though, and everybody is now working. So lots and lots of working going on. I'm waiting on steel. Yeah, so steel is the big one for us here. We want to make sure that we keep bringing the steel in. That's still running along at a reasonable pace. Yeah, you can pause that for a second. It might be useful. Okay, we'll get this done. Yeah, that's going to be good. Construction materials and things should start being dropped off over here. Yeah, we've already got the asphalt, gravel, and concrete on site. And now we're just waiting for some more asphalt, which of course will be making its way here. Yeah, reasonable pace, and we need workers to come and do the work. We probably need some mechanisms. Oh, mechanisms are on the way actually. Excellent, that's very good, very good. Oh, this is going along very quickly. Steel is coming in at reasonable rates. I do, however, want to drop that for the time being. Yeah, I want to drop that for the time being. Okay, more steel coming in. Yeah, we can't possibly keep pace with the steel requirement here. But anyway, we will get that done. That's excellent. So now we've got... I'm assuming, right, that these guys would instead walk that distance. Yeah, they'll probably just walk through there. So if anything, I should probably gravel up this little section here instead. So let's do that. We'll assign the dumpers, and we'll have to assign a load of workers here also, because the other stuff is the mechanisms isn't going to be able to do that. This is all done. We could potentially start work on that construction. We don't need that to be improved. We could start work here, but to be honest, we never even come close to filling the steel, so no need for that at the time. Yeah, we're still waiting on tons and tons of steel to come in. Construction underway here. Yeah, all the stuff for the groundworks is there. We're just needing to get moving a little bit on the other items. Let's have a quick look at what's going on this side. We've got plenty of fuel. Even bitumen is filling up quicker than we can actually move it through. So we may actually go ahead and buy one more oil tanker. 4 tons. We want a pretty quick one. That's a 62, which is this one. And then otherwise, other than that, we've got these guys. Yeah, it's probably just going to be, I'm going to grab, this one. I'm just going to do 2 of them. Let's grab 2 more of these guys. We'll buy them, come and move things around a little bit more effectively. We don't want to run out of stuff. Oh, and the other thing we should be doing is actually extending the gravel through here also. So let's make a start on that section. Dumpers and the roads too, please. Start by sending me some stuff here so we can start slowly doing these sections one by one. We don't need anybody to really get here, do we? So we could potentially run this section also. So let's get both of these sections done at the same time. We'll do that section too. Again, dumpers, and this time maybe roads and paths instead. And so we'll get a few of them working. I'm not sure if we're going to need accessibility somewhere else. Oh, this guy needs access. Fine. So what I'll do is I'll provide temporary trim that back a little bit. I do need to provide a little bit of access through there. There we go. So now that guy should find a path. Excellent. Nice. Okay, so you'll find a path. You'll get back out there. No problem. Good. Okay. Hopefully we can get things moving a little quicker. I would like to probably close off this path and build a new path section through here, but that might be challenging. Yeah, so some of these things that you use so regularly, be sure to gravel those roads before you before you block yourself off completely. And that's obviously something that I'm doing a fair bit now. But we definitely want to make sure that we go back and fix all the remnant problems. So that one's been done. So now we should have a pretty easy walk to get there. There's accessibility to everything else. This one is the furthest away, and it has access to that side. You know what we could also do? I think we have access, so I don't think we need to worry too much. But we could have potentially put a little walk connection through here, so they can walk in from this side. That direct path there should be much easier to do. We can probably start work on this, but since we're using all the steel, I won't start on it right now. What's happening over here? Boards and bricks are there. We are missing a little bit of steel, but it's just a little bit. So that should get in there, and we should get that done. I'm thinking fairly quickly too. We still have plenty of oil available at all of the spots we need oil. And I think, yeah, no, our imports are still pretty high at the moment. And let's just pause it there at 31 March. Let's just have a quick look at our imports. Actually, our exports wasn't too bad, but our imports here, coal, fabric, iron. Okay, so it's the stuff that we thought we'd do. It's the concrete has not been as problematic as we might have thought initially. But really, yeah, the coal, yeah, potentially doing a bit of a crop farm is something that could be useful. And I'm kind of wondering about a little one here. A small farm gives us what? We will need power out here if we're going to do a small farm. I'm kind of tempted to do a medium farm and a large farm. So if we do a small farm, but we would have liked, we can power it from this side actually. That's an interesting one. I don't think I want to do exactly that. I don't think I can get it to connect up there anymore. So we'll have to grab some trucks to move things around. Let's just go back and have another quick look what that offers us. It's 40 tons of crop storage, which should be fine. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to place this guy right over here. So let's just balance things out a little bit. Alternatively, I can do it over here instead. Yeah, that's probably better. Perfect. So we'll do that. We'll get working on that in the not too distant future. What we'll do though is we'll need to lay out a few farms here. And I think the idea is going to be that we'll just do and then we'll see about straightening that up a little bit and see how we can do some farm fields on this side. I wouldn't mind actually just getting, well, let's just do the gravel section there. That's not going to be too problematic for us. So let's get roads 2 and dumpers in here to come and sort that out for us so we can start our way with that. Over here we are still waiting on a little bit of steel. Steel at the moment is our bottleneck. Actually, this construction is underway over here, and we're very close to having all the steel for this one. Where is this steel going? Is it for the construction? No, still all for the cement plant. So this guy is a little bit hampered by the fact that we don't have any steel coming in. Other than that, happiness is back up at 75%. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch off the maybe just the one. Shouldn't let people get in there too frequently. Yeah, let's go have a quick look at our stats while there's a few other things going on. Happiness, pretty reasonable to be honest. Pretty reasonable, almost up at 80% in some locations. Why is that one only 70? What was the issue over here? Pub or tavern? Maybe pub or tavern. Food, everybody's got food. Yeah, that's, ooh. Why were you out of food for a while? That's a little interesting. Medical looking pretty good all around. These over here are struggling a little bit, and I think that's the pollution. But these are just a little bit too close for comfort on this side. I think this line here is probably the last line of buildings that we should have, and maybe we can look at replacing these in the near future by maybe moving some new buildings on this side. Happy to do that in the course of time. At the moment, though, we don't have the luxury of just building willy-nilly. Government loyalty, not bad. We're above 35% everywhere. So that's not too bad. We are missing out on some of these, which they'll probably get to. A little bit of alcohol addiction all around. Ooh, there's a 12% over there. It's because these people are really unhappy. We do need to work a little bit more on the culture side of things, potentially a little extra culture building somewhere over here. Could be quite useful for us, a small library or some sort of theater, a small theater. Actually, small theater is possible. And in that spot could be quite good. Also pretty close to the hotel, so that could be quite useful too. I think let's plan one of those in. And then sports, yeah, reasonable, but we could maybe do with another sports field or sports facility in this area as a buffer. Or also at the back here could work as a buffer. Yeah, could work. It's a buffer. It's a nice buffer facility, so it could work quite well. Probably up here, so that these, yeah, probably up here instead. Okay, no religion, and clothing should be pretty good. Yeah, 90% is usually what you get. Now, what we said we'll do is we'll grab ourselves culture. It's over here. Culture, we would like to have a look at a small, a very small cinema Sojus. It's not going to fit in there. I think the small theater may, yeah. But the small theater will fit in here, so I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to plan for a small theater in that location. Yeah, that should be fine. Let's do that. I'm happy to get the guys to start working on this. So we'll have dumpers and the roads and paths come and work on that. Get that little path going. Have we seen our steel come in here? Yeah, we have. So that construction is underway here. There's some more steel and boards that will be required in the later stages. Is this the next round? Have we... Yeah, now we're out again. It's all been exported. All been exported, unfortunately. We are seeing the steel now dropping in a little bit at a time. So we should get there pretty quickly. We should have one more load of steel coming in here, and then the rest can go into mechanical components. We don't need mechanical components on this side, but we're again going to need steel here. But excellent, the production is underway there. Things are looking okay, and our money isn't too bad. We may get ourselves somewhere reasonable. Okay, this is pretty good. We're going to do a little bit of farming over here. Probably we're going to have the rail run somewhere over there. So this little cluster could be a little bit of a farming cluster. I think that could work, just a small amount, just to kind of continue giving us these crops. And just have a reduction in that crop. So if I have a look at our last month's imports, crops were about, wow, 187 tons. It's really cheap, but if we can store that ourselves, so we will need additional storage. We will need some additional storage here. That's fine. We can get something in there. Have a look at this. So yeah, that's looking pretty tough now to get through there. Yeah, this is going down. And that, ooh, that's not great. But I think this was due to some of the initial work that I did there. Try to put it on this side instead. Yeah, so that should be fine. Yeah, other than that, all good. This section should, yeah, it'll be done shortly. everything on site, and construction is going along swimmingly. Let's have a quick look at what's going on with all of these values. That's dropping down a little bit, so we are using it a little bit more aggressively. The bitumen is now being moved at an effective rate, and we're starting to see a green number there in terms of the import-export ratio. So that's all good as well. What's the progress here? Oh, we've got all of our steel on site. That means no more. So the next batch of steel will go over this way, and it will go into producing mechanical components. So we'll get our last mechanical components in place, and then our steel mill should be really close to getting done. We'll see a bit of steel obviously come in this way, only in the next phase of construction though. So at the moment they'll just finish this off. I think that's going to be it for now. And once that's built, we'll start asphalting roads. We've got plenty of time for the next winter, but also asphalting roads will make things a fair bit more efficient. We'll asphalt. The idea will be that we'll asphalt this one first, or at least one of them first, so we can have slightly quicker action over here. Now, let's do this little section here. We have access from both sides, so that shouldn't be a problem. Roads 2 and dumpers, please. So let's bring in some of that. Once that's done, we'll do the next one over here. So it's just a slow going process through here, and then we'll have to have a bit of a look. I do want to replace this fuel station with a proper one. Not too sure where exactly, but I might place it closer over here. Oh, the other thing that I wanted to do was get a technical services facility in place. So let's have a bit of a look at that. So I definitely want to keep building technical services offices along the highway. Technical services. So what does that one cost us? 25 tons of steel. I'd rather start off with these that's a little smaller. That's okay. The small ones as we go is probably going to be all good. Yeah. Now the issue is if we have this fuel station here, where's our closest, where's the closest spot we're going to get power from? So we could do it somewhere over here for the at least for the fuel station. We could do this. Oh, then it gets power directly from there. Yeah, the other thing is all the way up here. Otherwise, what we'll do is we'll bring in some power to this side. I think that's probably better. Is if we go about doing something like this, getting technical services in here, just the 4 of them, and what we'll do is we'll get a bit of a fuel station going also. I'm thinking nothing too major. Oh, that's an in and out. Yeah, it's just the one direction one. No, probably not what I'm after. Maybe just the normal one. There's the vanilla one. Or this one is a bit bigger. Yeah, probably don't want it any closer to that side. So what we'll do is we'll pop it in here, and we'll make use of that single piece of road there. We'll do that. We'll get this one under construction, so let's get started on that. We can get roads 2 and dumpers to come in here. Yes, I will make that a little bit more effective in the future. Don't worry about it. This should be done fairly soon. And then we'll tie that in, and we'll probably need to bring power from here somewhere in there. That's okay. That's going to be okay. So everything is moving along nicely. We have a little bit of unemployment, but still not massive amounts. Are these things all full? That one's full. This one's full. Let's quickly have a look at where is this done? Oh, Almost done. Almost done. Let's have a quick look at where we've got some spare beds. Yeah, in the worst part of town, we do need to make a start on the next piece here. So let's just get. Well, we'll have to then move on to this, and this needs it produces cement directly from. It needs something else, right? I can't remember what it needs. How far are we out here? Very close now. Very close to being done. So glad our cement plant is almost done. It takes ages to build something. We've got everything on board here. We just basically need a little bit more stuff. Okay, so that should be okay. Let's get cracking on this. Cranes and materials, concrete and components, workers, something like that. Let's just bring all of them in place. Let's start working on that. So this needs coal. That's the issue. It needs to consume coal as well. So I do need to, for the time being, I'll just switch that off. We will need to get a bit of a distribution office going in here to be able to bring in some stuff. So let's have a look at the kind of distribution office that we're going to need. Distribution office will be in here. So let's have a look. Distribution, small distribution, I think is going to be reasonable. How many vehicles? I want more than 4 though. 8 vehicles is about right. The medium distribution office here. That's a big one. That's too big. Sorry. Distribution office 20. Yeah, this was a reasonable one. 32. I think this is a good one, to be honest. Will it fit in here? What we don't want to do is block off those conveyor access points too badly. So maybe something like this will be slightly more interesting. So let's go ahead and get that distribution office going in there. That's going to do a lot of localized distribution items. What we'll do for the time being is we'll squeeze that one in over here. We'll get going. We'll get dumpers, and the new one is done. Excellent. We'll work with that right now. I'm going to quickly sort that out, and we'll get Roads 2 to come and work on this. Okay, excellent. So that should start working. This construction should be underway, and stuff should be on its way in. This path is done. That's good. What I wanted to do is actually make sure we start connecting this one up like so also, and let's get that signed again with dumpers and maybe with roads and paths this time. Excellent. So what we will need to do is we will need to accommodate some additional storage for this. So if we look at grain silos, I believe we had a smallish grain. We could just do a very standard one here, but 160 tons is only going to get us through a month. So we need probably at least like 1,000 tons of crops. So I believe we had, come on, a smallish silo, 3,200. Oh, this one. This one at 3,200. What is the cost of this one over here? 97 tons, 39 tons of steel. Okay, anything that's going to hold about 800 to 1,000 tons. So look, some of this stuff is just enormous, and I get it. We will be using that. This is... Oh, that's the one. The warehouse. This warehouse, 43 tons of steel, as opposed to 39 tons of steel over here. Yeah, probably this is going to be better. A fit-for-purpose, better version of it. So we'll do a little something like this. Do we flip it around? Yeah, that's better. Then we can... Well, I don't know if it's much better. That's that of interest. I think that looks pretty cool. That's going to look cool. We'll do that. We will at the same time probably just bring in another little section of road like this, so that we can at a later stage do something a little bit differently if we wanted to. So we'll do that. We'll get that signed, and we'll get roads and dumpers and roads 2 and dumpers to come and move that through. Excellent. Now let's have a quick look. If we have a look at our fields, we could do a couple of big fields, though well, actually, it would work well to do 2 big fields in here. But then if we do the medium fields instead, how many vehicles does the small one take? Let's just have a quick look. There's parking spot for 6 vehicles as opposed to the big one. What did we always use? 12. So we need 3 types of vehicles. We need a tractor, we need a harvester, and we need a truck, right? Unless we do a distribution office. So 3 big fields. So big fields, to be honest, 2 big fields is probably about as good as we're going to get. Stations for vehicles loading, unloading. Yeah, we probably don't want to be... Well, actually, no, we can do multiple fields. The smaller fields is probably going to be better, I think. Because we can do them all at the same time. So if we do one over here, well, what we can do is instead plan it out this way. We could do a little something like this. I don't want to get too close to the freeway there. I mean the highway. I'm thinking something like this. And then at the same time we could do, if we wanted to do this one, and then grab a small field. Oh, actually, a couple of small fields to fill this section. Ooh. So something like that, okay? And then what we'll do is we'll grab ourselves a road that runs in there and all the way out on the other side, and we'll get cracking on that road. Slow and steady, steady and slow. Here we go. We'll get that underway. Once that's done, we'll get the next one done. Okay, so our construction office here is done. So this one will be renamed as the Kioski Construction. Okay, we're gonna call it out like that. Okay, and what we'll do is we'll start moving our vehicles through one by one. What's going on in terms of construction? This is underway. We should then probably start working on this. Actually, this can be the first one that starts working from the other side. Okay, so let's start slowly moving everything over. So we'll please move you over there. I would like you to move over there. I would like you to move over there, and this is roads 2, right? We'll do that. All of these vehicles needs to be slowly moved to these various places. Okay, so you'll move all over. It's probably going to see a bit of a stop in our construction for the time being. Just move all of your vehicles over there. You can move all of your vehicles over there. You can move all of your vehicles over there. And you, as dumpers, should also move all of your vehicles over there. So how many vehicles do we now have assigned to this building? We don't know yet. Okay, in terms of workers, you're going to come in and pick up your workers over there. Okay, in terms of gravel, you're going to pick up your gravel over there. In terms of asphalt, you're going to do that over here. In terms of concrete, currently still at the border. In terms of steel, you're going to pick up your steel over here. Bricks is at the border. Prefabs is at the border. Boards is at the border. Mechanical components you're going to do here. And electrical components is... So everything else still is at the border. Okay, but now... That wasn't quite right. So we'll get you to come back in here. Truck aggregate loading. Chaos. And that's okay. Steel is at the steel mill. Okay, that most of the things, but it did override... It just overrode the workers. But anyway, that's okay. Everything else is appropriate. So with all of that in mind, how many vehicles do we have in here? We probably need to then get the additional piece going, so that there's an extra access point just in case. We'll get cracking on that. Okay, I think it's just a matter of everybody arriving at the same time, so don't worry too much about it. This, I will assign this one back to Chaos Construction, and we'll sort out the rest of the easygoing nature of that, so at least we can continue our construction there. And they should be moving in pretty quickly, and then some of these roads needs to be Chaos Construction as well, so we'll sort that out, don't worry about it. And this is looking pretty good. We can go ahead and plan out the access point there and probably get Chaos Construction to work on that too. Okay, we've got dumpers and the likes everywhere, so it's not a big deal. That's been done. We'll get that sorted out, and we need to asphalt up some roads over here. That piece has been done, so I can get the extra road connection in through there. We'll assign that one. It can go to Chaos Construction as well. And we'll sort it out, don't worry. And we do need to bring power in this way. I'm just getting the roads in place first, to be honest. There's still a bit to go there. Did this thing tie in? No, that didn't tie in. So that's construction, and then we'll assign these. They'll probably just be little gravel road sections. Mud road sections, I think. Excellent. What's going on over here? Oh, last month we had about 18,000. Stopped working. Okay, let's quickly have a look. I don't want this stuff to be happening. Are you bringing me a big load? No, not at all. So we are struggling a little bit with workers. So let's just for the time being go back to imports of power. Don't want to stop the power of anything at the moment. Let's get Chaos Construction to deal with this one. Okay, so now all vehicles should be here. So we can get some extra vehicles in place. So what I would like to do is let's grab... the source is without steel. Yeah, fine. That's okay. That's not the end of the world. We're working on it. Now let's... the asphalt can't produce asphalt. The asphalt plant can't produce asphalt. It doesn't have workers. Fine. Workers will come. Workers will come. We do need to start building some other stuff as well. Let's just get the... So what I'm looking for is road pavers. Okay. So I want a paver. Thank you. Bring in a paver. And I want a roller. Bring in a roller. So now we can do start asphalting roads. Definitely something we can do now. Once those vehicles have arrived. But we should probably start working on another piece of construction here, to be honest. Okay, I see construction is underway. Definitely don't get... oh yeah, we can allow them, but don't get citizens. Yeah, okay. So actually, this is underway now. This is not underway yet. Okay, so that has started. What I wouldn't want is for this thing to get too many workers all the time. So stop bringing more than like 7 workers from outside of what the construction office is actually bringing us. We need to get this thing built. So stuff is already on site over here. but we're waiting on a few more things. There's a lot happening at the moment, so we'll keep an eye. Yeah, steel is being used fairly quickly. Where's the steel going at the moment? Unfinished conveyor. Yeah, so the conveyors take a bit of steel. Oh, it's only 3.2 tons though. Where are you working on a conveyor that needs more than that? I don't know. Is there a conveyor? What? Unfinished conveyor. Which one is this? Oh crap. Why? Hang on. Why are we doing this? Stop. Cease construction here, please. Suspend construction. Thank you. Why are we building this stuff? Oh, it's being assigned. Suspend construction. Suspend construction. Thank you. And please suspend construction. Oh, this is already underway. No. Suspend construction. Thank you. Suspend. That's been assigned. Yeah, suspend that construction. Okay, that's been a bit of a challenge with that. Is this underway? Go ahead, build that one, but suspend the construction on this one, please. That's fine. Just finish that one off. It's predominantly gravel and asphalt, so that's okay. Just do that. Anything over here that's under construction? Yes, everything is started in construction. So let's just suspend all of this construction, suspend all of that. This has not been assigned, so that's okay. This one is assigned, so that's okay. Okay, I think... Did we lose all of that steel? Or the guy is now with steel over here? I have no idea where that has gone. Are we building? Yeah, this is building. That's okay. That's okay. It's okay. We wanted to get this one out of sorted out. Probably why we've dropped in workers a little bit. We just want a few workers to be able to come in here. This is underway as well. So let's just suspend construction for this one. Thank you. We'll just do that one as a starting point. Are we constructing over here? We're not, but we will probably want to start. We'll probably want to make a start on this one now. Concrete, not yet. So we'll wait a little bit on this one. We can do some more work on it, but for the time being, we'll wait. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to put a cut in this episode. I think things are okay. I mean, it's not great, but I think it's okay. We've certainly been able to. Why this guy didn't go over there? It's probably because it's already. Yeah, why it's not getting assigned is an interesting one. It is an interesting one. There's a lot going on. Yeah, we definitely need the 2 road access points here, I think. And now we can start asphalting stuff as well, right? Do we have a paver? Oh, is the paver coming over here? We may have a paver moving somewhere. Let's have a quick look. Paver. It's doing something. Can I see where it is? Oh, yeah, here. Oh, it's on its way in. This is waiting on a little bit more gravel. It is on its way somewhere. I don't know where, but it's on its way somewhere. Getting fuel, maybe? Yeah, getting fuel. That's what's happening. Okay. Okay, I think things are reasonable. Yeah, there's a lot of gravel and stuff being used. Our gravel is okay, though, so... It's just maybe we don't have enough dumpers to do it, but I think it's reasonably paced in terms of our construction. We'll start getting a little bit of this going on and storing some crops, and the crops can be used over here so we can stop the imports of that. That should be pretty easy, to be honest. Once we build these... Actually, suspend that for me. I don't need that. This one... Okay, this one is okay. Let's start this one so we can make our way into getting that done. There was this one stopped. Let's quickly see what the issue with that was. Workers' power, no reason. Might have been a power issue. Let's just come in over here and have a quick look at that. No, workers are available. Okay, what I will do now is I'll probably start quickly get the extra piece done here. Can we provide access from the one side to the other side? Probably not. So let's do that. We'll get that in place, and we'll get Kowski Construction to come and work on that. That's good. We'll sort out the rest of it later. But what I'd be interested in is potentially getting a little bit of this going on here. Excellent. So that's okay. That will actually help us out a little bit in the long run. So now we have the ability to come around this if we need to. So that's okay. Good stuff. I think that's where it's at. No, please don't construct this. Let's suspend this construction and also suspend that construction. So much of the construction has gone on. So the easiest way for us to actually look at that is what are we actually busy on? The small theater is okay. The unfinished conveyor is okay. Unfinished factory connection. Which one is this? Yeah, absolutely. Let's suspend construction on that, please. Okay, let's go back. Check that one more time. Unfinished conveyor, unfinished factory connection, Kowski Flats, medium distribution, small farm, another factory connection. Actually, what? Two unfinished factory connections? Where? This conveyor needs to be suspended. Thank you. It's already got 10 tons of steel on site. This conveyor. Yeah, that's okay. Just finish off the factory connections there. Oh, actually, when you do this, you can actually see what's being built. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. This is all okay. I like it. That's okay. Okay, that's good. That is good. Gives us a good idea. Some unfinished roads and things that's being built. Excellent. That's good. Guys, that's where I'm going to leave it. Thank you so much for thank you so much for watching. There's still a lot to go. We're still not producing cement. Is this almost done? Should be. We're just needing some workers over here, to be honest. It might be it, or it may not be. Yeah, probably not. But yeah, we'll keep going. We'll keep going. That's all we can do is keep going. Our money is reasonable. I think it's reasonable. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.